I'm about to play a little game of chance with an imaginary coin.
Take a seat there for me.
To help me, I've invited 37-year-old Ian Stoneman.
Thank you for doing this.
Ian's a big fan of rock climbing and diving with sharks.
I've asked you along here, actually, for one particular reason, and that is you are something of a thrill seeker. I'm going to ask you to make a series of decisions that you might find quite exciting, even thrilling. First of all, let me give you something. Hold your hand out. Any idea what that is?
No.
No. Tell you what that is. That is an imaginary coin. As you sort of look at it there on your hand, you can imagine that one side of the coin's got an A on it, and if you turn it over, the other side's got a B on it. Got it? And I'm going to ask you 3 times to toss that coin and then tell me whether it's come up A or B. And what's really, really important is that those are your decisions. It's very important. So I put certain things in place that are based on the fact that I think I know in advance which letter you're going to say each time, which choice you're going to make. Does that make sense?
Yes.
OK. Before you toss it, I have here a letter. Now, you can't see what that is, can you? You've got no way, you've got no way of knowing. But this is, I hope, the letter that you're about to tell me is going to come face up on that coin.
Right.
All right?
OK.
Got it? So, toss the coin. And bang, on the back of your hand. All right, OK. So, have a look at it. See what letter's there. What letter are you looking at?
B.
A B. And the letter I've got here is a B, as it turns out. Exciting? Thrilling, even. Excellent, good. So look, you can have a look at that if you like. It's a 50-50 choice, of course, but nonetheless. That's one. Should we do it again?
Yep.
Excellent. You're a vegan, aren't you?
Yes.
Right, let's play again. So you're going to do exactly the same thing again. You'll toss the coin, but this time you'll be taking responsibility for your choice. There'll be an interesting outcome as to which choice you make. So in that sense, we're raising the stakes.
OK.
I say stakes, actually sausages. So 2 hot dogs, one marked A, one marked B. Now I can tell you, Ian, one of these hot dogs is made of proper, juicy, tender dog meat, as you'd expect. The other one is a vegan-friendly substitute made of soya and wheat protein and wallpaper and farts, whatever goes into those things. In a moment, you're going to toss the coin, and you'll tell me if it comes up A or B. If it comes up A, you're going to pick up and take a big bite of hot dog, letter A. If you say B, you're going to take a big bite of hot dog B. Does that make sense? You happy to do this? OK, there's a little shake of the head there as well. Go, toss. And what is it?
A.
An A. Are you happy this is your choice?
Yes.
It is your choice?
Yes.
OK, look, worst case scenario, you eat some meat. What is it? It's basically cow and pig trimmings mixed with a bit of meat fat and some cereal and shoved into it's an intestine, an animal intestine, basically, that creates the casing for this. So worst case scenario, that's what you're going to eat. Is that meat, or is it veggie substitute?
I don't know, it's hard to tell sometimes. Sometimes these vegetable substitutes are good.
What about if you smell it?
No, that's the meat.
That's the meat.
That's not meat.
That is not the meat. And if there was any doubt, I can show you. Indeed, B was in fact the meat, and A was the rubbish one. One more time? Come over here. All right, one final choice, and you'll be saying A or B for one final time. Now, if you look, there's a door over there with an A right next to it. Can you see that? Yep, that is door A. And over there is a door with a B sign next to it. That is door B. Here's what you're going to do. You are going to toss the coin. You will say whether it's A or B, and immediately, as soon as that letter is out of your mouth, you will hurl yourself towards the door of your choice, throw yourself at it, and burst through. Now, one of the 2 doors is made of balsa wood and polystyrene, and it'll just break. You'll just be able to go straight the way through. The other door is made of very solid mahogany and will really, really hurt.
OK.
You ready?
Yep.
OK, face this way, please. Actually, one second. Okay, I've swapped them round. That's A, that's B. Okay, so you'll call out the letter and you will just run at the door. You've got to really, really go for it, all right?
Okay.
Leap, shoulder first, straight the way through. And if it's the balsa wood one, you're just gonna sail right through, so be ready for that.
Okay.
There's a crash mat on the other side as well.
Okay.
Go. Shout it and go. B. Yay! Excellent. Well done. Come back. That was amazing. You did that with real enthusiasm. I thought you'd be nervous. Well done. Congratulations. I'll let you into a little secret, though. I cheated a bit on that last one. They're actually both made of balsa wood. Come here. They're both made of balsa wood, but this would have still hurt. Look. I wouldn't go any further than there. That would have really hurt.
When the trolley went through the door, my heart kind of picked up a bit then and felt a little bit more scared then. I'm feeling quite exhilarated and a bit surprised and amazed and fortunate.
Ian always had two options, A or B, one with a good outcome and one with a bad. Tonight, we're looking at what happens when you put the power to make those choices in the hands of a faceless crowd. Good evening and welcome. Tonight's experiment is about what happens when we're allowed to act anonymously and as part of a crowd. Psychologists call it de-individuation, and it's what turns perfectly nice people into nasty internet bullies or rioters or hooligans. So in the room next door is an audience who have arrived to watch what they think is my new game show, but they're unaware that they themselves, the audience, are the real subjects of tonight's experiment. So during the evening, they will be making a series of decisions, either nice or nasty decisions, that will affect the life of one man who's being secretly filmed. And those decisions will escalate in terms of the level of nastiness that they could potentially inflict. Now, everything that you will see for the next 50 minutes is absolutely genuine and unfaked. I repeat, everything that you will see for the next 50 minutes is absolutely genuine and unfaked. This is remote control.
This is Remote Control. Please welcome your host, Derren Brown!
Good evening. Hello there, this is Remote Control, my brand new game show where live, you, the studio audience, will be controlling everything that happens to one man tonight. Do you want to see this one man? Yeah! Okay, can we bring him up? There he is. Our man is the guy in the middle in the white and blue check shirt. The twist here is that he has no idea that he's being filmed. This is happening live right now. So this is Chris from Essex with his friend Sibley on the left and Tom on the right, and we're filming them on a night out in Colchester. Now, we've got hidden cameras and actors standing by, and his friends are also in on this. And together we're going to give him a night that he will never forget. Are you up for it? Yeah! Excellent. So over the next hour, I'm going to ask you, the audience, to make a series of 50-50 decisions that will determine whether our man has a great Friday night or a, well, not so great Friday night. So Chris, along with thousands of others, applied to be part of this new series. He came in for an interview, which we filmed, and then we let him think that we weren't interested. But that was a lie. I thought he was perfect. So before we start, let's find out a little bit more about our target.
This is Chris. He's 27 and he lives in Colchester, where he works as a design technician.
I like to keep healthy, I like to keep fit.
Chris thinks he's got a great body and fancies himself as a bit of a kung fu kid.
I've got a passion for kickboxing. I'm not doing it to kind of think, right, that's it, I know how to fight.
Chris likes to think he's the life and soul of the party.
After a few drinks, I'm usually the one that's the loudest.
When he's with his mates, he likes to play the Joker.
Whenever I'd stay at my friend's house, I used to just sort of nip up for a wee, come back down, and I'd be completely starters. And they would go, oh, no, I don't want to look at that. Because of that, it would just make me laugh.
Chris is a bit of a lad, likes the ladies, but doesn't always treat them well.
About 10 years ago, we were on holiday together. My girlfriend went back to the hotel room. I said, I'm going to stay out partying. I ended up sleeping with the other girl. Then I came back to the hotel room, and she's like, what's the matter? And I lied and said I'd been chased by 4 guys down the road. And then we ended up sleeping together just there and then. Yeah, that's not exactly nice, but yeah, naughty, naughty. Yeah.
So, bit of a lad. And remember, Chris has no idea. He has no idea that we are filming him tonight. So this whole show is about you, the audience, and what you decide should happen to Chris. So, OK, let's get going. Now, I can talk to all the actors who'll be helping us control Chris's life tonight, so let's talk to our first set of actors now. So, actors, I am talking to you now. This is the bar that Chris is in. There he is in the check shirt there, just over to the right. So, barman, I'm talking to you first. This is the guy behind the bar. Would you scratch your nose for me, please? Would our waiter, please, there should be a where he is, could our waiter please scratch his nose too? Single girl, we have a single girl there at the bar. She's also in on this. Scratch your nose as well, please. Will the boyfriend, please? There's a couple there at the table. We have a boyfriend and girlfriend. Will the boyfriend, please, with his... sorry, girlfriend. Let's do the girlfriend. Will the girlfriend, please, there in the blue shirt, please scratch your nose? Excellent. And finally, our boyfriend, please. Could you scratch your nose, please, boyfriend? Excellent. And take a sip of your drink. Take a sip of your drink, boyfriend. And pop your top off. No, he's not getting that. Excellent. So, the bar looks a little bit empty at the moment. It will be filling out later. So throughout the show, we can make all sorts of things, weird and wonderful things happen to Chris. And in a moment, the audience will be making its first decision. But before that, we have given all of our audience members one of these. These are masks here, and wearing these masks will ensure that you can make your decisions anonymously. So, audience, please put your masks on now. You look fabulous. OK, the masks are on, and our actors are ready to receive their first instructions, which means we're ready to take over Chris's life. It's time to play Remote Control. So, audience, here comes decision number 1. Have a look at some people near the bar. So, we've already met them. There's the boyfriend and girlfriend in the background there, and we also have a single girl next to the bar. Can you see her just on the right there? On my instructions, one of 2 things will happen. Either our single girl is going to start flirting with Chris and make him feel like $1 million, something nice, or maybe as revenge for his infidelity that he admitted to earlier on, should I send in the girlfriend to accuse Chris of pinching her bottom and then set her furious boyfriend on him? So, audience, those are the 2 options. So let's hear them again from the man who does the voiceover, or to use his real name, Voiceover Man.
So, will you choose option A, our single girl comes on to Chris, or option B, the girlfriend accuses him of pinching her bum and sets her boyfriend on him?
Audience, start voting now. OK, thank you. Well, the votes have been counted, and I can now reveal 81% of you have chosen the bum pinching and the hungry boyfriend. So let's make it happen. So first, we are going to send the boyfriend off to the toilet. Lee, actor playing the boyfriend, would you please head off to the loo?
Say it. Right, I'm going for a piss.
There he goes.
I'm going to get me, babes.
Leaving the girlfriend on her own.
I'll have a beck. Yeah?
All right.
Now she's going to go off and buy a drink at the bar, where the incident will occur.
Could I have, please, can I have a couple of becks, please? Cheers. Thanks very much. Excuse me.
Yeah?
Sorry. You just touched me up.
What?
I walked past you and then you pinched my ass.
No.
Well, I know it wasn't you because you were facing that way, and it was you, and you look fucking guilty. So can you just apologise? You just fucking touched my ass.
I genuinely didn't. Genuinely didn't.
No, I'm not making it up, and you're making me look like a dick, and it's really upsetting. Right, I'm here with a boyfriend. Even if I wasn't, I wouldn't be fucking interested in you, all right?
I'm really sorry.
Are you saying you didn't do it to me?
Honestly saying I didn't do it. But I'm sorry if I offended you, but I didn't.
Well, you have offended me, and you've offended me because now you're making me look like a liar and a dickhead.
Shall we send Lee out of the toilet? Boyfriend, come out the loo. Don't forget to wash your hands. Here he comes.
You won't believe what just happened.
What?
That bastard just touched me up.
Who?
That guy there, and he called me a liar.
What?
Just acted like he hadn't done it.
What one?
That one there.
What, in
That
striped
guy
shirt?
right there in the striped shirt.
Oi, did you just touch my girl's ass?
Honestly, I didn't.
What do you mean, honestly, you didn't? She's not a liar, look at her. Did you just touch her ass? No. What do you mean, steady on? He's just touched her ass, look at her.
Genuinely didn't.
What do you mean, genuinely? She's not gonna fucking lie, is she? You've been sat here all night. What do you think you're playing? Do you think you can go up to girls and just fucking nip their ass, do you?
No, I've got a girlfriend at home and
I
I'm getting
don't
married
give a
next
fuck.
year.
What, are you playing like that? Jesus Christ, who do you think you are?
I'm not,
Did he nip her ass? Oh, you didn't see, did you? Of course you didn't see. Mate, no, I'm gonna fucking calm down. He's got a fucking fiancé and he's nipping her ass.
Didn't.
What do you mean you did? I
Genuinely
don't
didn't.
believe you. Look at her. She's in fucking bits, mate.
Look at me in the eye.
I'm looking you in the eye. I'll look you right in the eye.
Call him a penis, Lee.
Fucking shit.
that.
You're
I
fucking penis. Right, I tell you what, you and me, outside now. Come on. You and me, outside, right now, outside that fucking door, and we'll sort this out good and proper.
I don't want to.
Hey, come on. Listen, people like you make me sick. Now, fuck off. No, people like you make me sick. What do you mean, mate? Don't fucking laugh. You know what he's doing. I mean, if you want something as well, would you do it as well, did you?
Come on,
It's not getting fucking ridiculous, babe. He's nicked your ass, and I'm not happy with it.
Come on, don't get...
Fucking apologise. Say sorry to her.
Okay, that's great, Lee. You can back off.
Bang out of order. Bang out of order.
I've done nothing.
Hey, well done keeping your cool then.
Well done, angry boyfriend. So the audience has started controlling Chris's life. And I think it's about time we found out a little bit more about Chris. So Dave, one of our producers, is waiting outside Chris's house in Colchester. There he is. Hi, Dave.
Hi.
Hello. And he has Chris's keys, which Chris's girlfriend has lent to us. And Dave is also wearing a head cam. Just give us a little nod, Dave. Thank you. Excellent. Very good indeed. So, audience, shall we go in and snoop around Chris's flat? Yeah! Excellent. OK, this should give us an insight into Chris's personality to help you make your decisions. So, go on. In you go.
Brilliant. Let's do it. Come on in. OK, let's have a look at what we've got. This is his living room. It's quite a nice living room. Oh, my God.
That's him and his girlfriend, Chantel. Let's have a look at the DVDs. There's a lot of DVDs. There's obviously a big thing in Chris's life. Any of mine there, Dave? Yes! We know he has exquisite taste.
Are they they're alphabetised?
No.
They're alphabetised?
Yeah, American Beauty. Go back.
They are,
American
look.
Beauty.
D.
Yes, they are. The A, Bs. Oh, that is hysterical.
Oh, my God.
I think he's obviously quite a meticulous guy, isn't he? Which means he wouldn't like order to be upset. Would you want to just change a few rounds? I think that would be annoying. Change a few rounds. And not just change the boxes, but actually take some of the discs out and switch them in. That's still be really annoying, isn't it? All right, so let's get back to Chris. And it's time for decision number 2. So you may remember our nasty boyfriend from a little earlier on. Well, now one of two things is about to happen. You can either send the angry boyfriend back, this time to apologise and buy Chris a drink, or you can send over a waiter who insists that he pays for a round of drinks he hasn't ordered. Voiceover man, it's over to you.
Will you choose option A, an apology and a pint from Lee? Or option B, the barman asks him to pay for drinks he hasn't even ordered?
Audience, it's time for you to take remote control. Cast your votes now. So the votes are in, and once again, we have a clear majority of you in favour of the waiter overcharging. So, let's make it happen. So talking to the waiter now at the bar, you're going to go in and start charging him for drinks that he hasn't ordered. There he is, and you come now. Thank you very much.
Okay. All right, guys, that's top has 5. Already paid. Sorry? Did you pay? You did pay, yeah, because I got the change.
Already paid for this, yeah. No, you haven't, guys.
Guy with the beard, slightly stubbled just there.
No, guys, come on. Don't. I'm not fucking born yesterday.
Not, he walked over and gave me money when I come back from the toilet.
No. It's too bloody early on a Friday night to do this. I don't appreciate you just being here, drinking the bar dry, and not bloody paying.
I've had this for about half an hour.
Right. Is that your first drink or your second drink?
This is my second drink.
Right, well, I think you might have had a bit more than that tonight.
Now, those people you can see outside are ex-Big Brother star Michelle Bass and a posse of promo girls, and we've arranged for them to be doing a little vodka promotion at the bar. So, should we get one of them to spill some drink over Chris? OK, waiter, you can back off now.
Chill out.
Excellent, nicely done, promo girls, is out the spillage. All down the shot. OK, great. All right, that was a little bit naughty, but to help you ramp up your future decisions, let's now meet a real person from Chris's life, work colleague Jenny. Welcome, Jenny, everybody. Hi, Jenny. Hello, lovely to meet you. So this is Jenny, and Jenny works with Chris, and she's about to make an important phone call to him. So, first of all, how long have you known Chris for? How long you worked with him?
3 years now.
And what's he like at work?
Oh, he's good fun. He's a practical joker. So this is like sort of payback.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Payback for him. He's a bit of a joker on the office. That's fantastic. So how do you think he's doing so far?
Fantastic. Bring it on.
Bring it on.
Come on.
All right, so you know what you're going to do.
Yes, I do.
Jenny's going to make an important phone call to Chris, which we're going to follow up later on in the show. So, Jenny, you know what you've got to do. Off you go.
Here we go. You better answer.
You better answer.
Back for 10 o'clock.
Hi, Chris, it's Jenny. Are you going to have your phone on you for the next 15 minutes or so? Right, because I need to talk to you about something important, but I really have to go now. I'll call you soon, right? OK, bye, bye.
OK, brilliant. Let's put his phone away. Round of applause for Jenny. Thank you very much, Jenny. We'll come back to you now later. Good. All right. So, audience, later on, you'll be making a decision. Will Jenny be calling him back to tell him some really good news or some really awful news? That will be up to you. Now, producer Dave, what have you got for us this time? You're having a sandwich. What have you had yourself? Nice. That looks nice. What's in there? What you got?
Beef. I've got beef.
Beef and
sandwich.
protein shake.
It's got good tasting food, a little bit of orange juice. I've seen his laundry basket in here.
Oh, yeah?
Not that I really want to do this, but I figure we could find out a little bit more about him by what he's been wearing lately. Oh, look, little Star Wars socks. Nice.
Star Wars socks. Fantastic. It's quite a childish streak with the Star Wars socks and the comic book pants, which maybe ties in with him being a practical joker and playing jokes on people at work.
He's got his laptop here. Oh, so I'm going to have
internet
a look.
history. Look at his internet history.
Internet history.
Yeah? Yeah?
Yes.
They would like you to look at his internet history, Dave. Do you know how to use it?
Oh, I know how to use a computer. So,
Did you just log into his account? Do we know his password?
Didn't have a password. Foolish.
Didn't need a password, OK.
Internet history...
Anything dodgy on it, please let there be some porn.
He's got nothing on it.
What you got? Just... Oh, come on.
He's wiped his history. A
clear indictment.
He's been doing something dodgy. That's it. That's his kitchen, and it's quite nice.
Let's have a look at the bathroom. Yeah. No, let's go. Let's go up to the bathroom. Let's have a look.
That is...
Fantastic arse.
Thanks. Right, bathroom. That's pretty clean. What
do we got? Presumably quite a few hair products and that kind of thing.
No, it's nice enough stuff. It's clean-rimmed bath, shall we say?
He's got a clean rim. That's always good.
He's got a clean rim.
How's the sink? Anything else?
The sink.
Is he generally quite clean?
Yeah,
he seemed quite meticulous.
It's pretty clean. Oh, hang on. Oh, God. That's a fingernail, isn't it?
Nice. Can you give a little bend? Little bend. Nice. So not as meticulous as making it likes up here.
Oh.
All right, lose it, Dave. That's disgusting. All right, thank you, Dave. We'll come back to you in a bit. All right, thank you, Dave. So, I'm now going to give Chris's friend Sibley his cue. Now, the cue is to suggest to Chris that after the night that they've had, they're better off going to the shop, buying some beers, and then going back to Chris's flat. What do you, my lovely audience, want to happen when they get to the shop? Either Chris will be the shop's 5,000th customer and win a basket full of goodies, or you can have him framed for shoplifting. Voiceover man, those options again, please.
So, will you choose option A, he's the shop's lucky 5,000th customer? Or option B, he's accused of shoplifting?
Audience, it's time for you to take control. Remote control, so cast your votes now. The votes have been counted. We now have 60% of you. 60% of you have chosen that he gets framed for shoplifting. OK, so let's go over to the shop and make it happen. Hello, shop. Can you hear us in the shop? Faye, give us a wave if you can hear us. Faye, can you hear us? Give us a wave if you can. Stand blankly and do nothing if you can hear us. Faye, can you hear me, Faye? Faye, if you can hear me, I need you to give us a wave. Faye, give me a wave. Hey! Excellent. All right. OK, so we are going with a shoplifting scenario. You can lose the sashes and the hats. Repeat, lose the sashes and the hats. We are going shoplifting. We are not going 5,000th customer. Get rid of them. OK, so I now need to give the cue to Sibley. That's Sibley there in the orange shirt, who's going to suggest that they now leave after the night they've had.
Rocky.
Yeah.
Lovely evening. Take care. Cheers. Cheers, mate.
I'm actually going to pee myself before going.
Very nice, all looking very friendly. That's Sibley's bag. That might be important in a minute. And off they go. So they're going to be leaving this bar, and the shop they're heading to is only a couple of doors down. Sibley knows to make sure they go into the shop. Our shop actors are waiting. So here's how this is going to work. All night, Chris's friend Sibley has been carrying a bag. You can see him holding that bag there. And in a moment, Sibley's going to get the cue to leave the shop, but leaving the bag containing stolen goods with Chris. So once Sibley is gone, Chris is going to be accused of shoplifting. All right, so let's go over to the shop and make it happen. So, Faye, who is our shop assistant actor. Faye, can you go over and give Sibley his cue, please?
Yeah, we've got James and Hannah coming around tomorrow night.
Hello, can I help you?
James and Hannah. We're all right, thanks. We're loading up a beer. That's the thing. Actually, my bladder's kicking off big time.
That was his cue.
Run back and meet toe in. Yeah, look, seriously. Take that. Hold my bag. I'll see you soon.
He's nipping off to the loo. He's
Default. Yeah, standard. Yeah, I'll see you there.
So the shopkeeper won't accuse him of anything until he comes to the till to actually pay for what he's got in the basket. And here we go.
Is that it?
That's it, thank you.
You sure?
Come get this, yeah?
You sure that's it?
That's everything I put in the basket, yeah.
But what about the stuff that you put in your bag?
I don't put anything in it. It's my mate's bag.
No, I've seen you just now. Just put something in your bag. Yes.
What?
Right.
You just taking that from there. That's what your mate back.
Why would I take?
Babe.
Why would I take always?
That's right. Why would you take panty liners and peas? Why would you? What are you going to do with panty liners and peas? Listen, it's not like that. Babe, can you lock the door? Look,
That's my mate. That's my
no,
mate.
I'm going to have to call the police here.
Faye, you need to call the police.
Yeah, call the police, please, Faye.
Because I promise, I have not done anything wrong. Okay?
For a man to nick panty liners and peas.
So the police have been called.
I swear to you.
Look, that's your bag, isn't it?
That's not. That's my mate's bag. He ran off.
Do you know what? I think I've seen your face here before. You've been in the shop before, haven't you?
Never been in the shop before.
I think you have.
Never.
Because we've had a lot
Okay, the police should be coming in about 20 seconds.
Your face does ring a bell.
Okay, can we send in the police? They should be just around the corner. Here they come. They'll be coming in. Of course, there'll be some CCTV footage to answer this once and for all.
What's your name, sir? My name's Chris Corbett. I'm happy to look at the security cameras to prove my innocence, because I did not put them in there.
We've got the security
We're going to sort this out now.
Yeah.
Let's just have a look at this, okay? And just see what's going on. You stay here.
Yeah, because I did not put them in there.
Spare this 1 minute.
Honestly,
No, don't shake my hand.
Just stay with my colleague.
Okay, so they are off to look at some CCTV. And when they emerge, they're going to say one of two things. Either there's nothing on the footage and they're going to let him off, or the footage clearly shows Chris stealing the goods and the policeman will arrest him. Audience, it's time for you to make your 5th decision of the night. Voiceover man, those options again, please.
Will you choose option A, he gets let off scot-free, or option B, he gets arrested?
Audience, it's time for you to take remote control. Cast your votes now. Thank you very much. Your votes are in, and I can now reveal to you that the majority of you have gone for the arrest. So let's get the shop assistant. Let's get Faye, the shop assistant, to cue the police and make it happen. That's the cue.
So I told you, yeah. It's just a thief. That's what it is.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. I've viewed the tape of the store holder, okay? And it seems to me there's a question to answer. So what? Yeah, it doesn't look right to me. You know?
He's a thief. You should be ashamed of
So
yourself. I mean,
so-
from a small shop, look at these
All right,
items.
sir.
Panty
All right,
liners
sir.
and
All right,
peas.
all right. At the moment, what we need to do is take down to the station, and we're going to sort it out. You don't have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you fail to mention one question or something
Oh, there he goes. Oh, they're taking him out. They're going to put him in the van.
Where they got you from, mate?
Sit there, mate. On this side. Yep.
He's been thieving from that shop.
Okay, off they go. All right, now, he's in the van. They're taking him off to the police station. Now, you remember Chris's colleague, Jenny, from earlier on. Let's get back to her to now have her make the call with the good or the bad news. Now, she's going to tell him one of two things. Either she's won a brand new TV and she's going to give it to Chris, or she's going to tell him that he's going to get fired on Monday. Over to you, voiceover man.
Will you choose option A, he gets a brand new telly, or option B, he's going to get fired on Monday?
Audience, it's time for you to take remote control. Cast your votes now. Excellent. Thank you very much, audience. You are a bunch of meanies. We have 67% have voted for you. Voted that he's going to get fired. So let's talk to Jenny and make it happen. Jenny, come back. I'm sorry. The audience has spoken. So you're going to make the call. You know the story. He's in the police van at the moment.
Oh, he's having such a bad night.
He is having a bad night, but it'll be fine in the end. So, do you want to give him a call and explain to him what's happened?
Okay.
No,
No, sorry, I've just got a phone. Hello?
Hi, Chris, you all right?
Not at the minute. I'm in a police van. I can't talk at the minute.
What? Oh, are you kidding me?
No, genuinely. I genuinely can't talk at the minute.
I don't believe you. But anyway, I've got some, some bad news for you.
What's that?
I was copied in on an email at work.
Right.
And it's about redundancies, and mine and your name are on the list.
Seriously?
Seriously, we have to. I was supposed to have leave on Monday. I have to come back early and face the music.
So we've got to go in on Monday?
Yeah, we're going to get told on Monday. Yeah.
Oh,
Officially.
That's
yeah,
wonderful.
I'm really sorry about that. I just thought best of you know, really.
Okay.
All right. All right. Anyway.
Okay.
All right. Take care. See you on Monday. Bye. Bye.
Okay, good. So, what would you like?
Devastated, I think.
Excellent. So, our target, Chris, is currently being driven around by the police in the back of a van. Now, we clearly can't have the policeman take Chris to the station, mainly because they're not real policemen and they don't work at a real police station. So instead, the police are going to get an emergency call, let him off with a caution, and drop him near his flat. But before we do that, do you want to make the next decision about his life? Yeah! All right, first of all, thank you, Jenny. You're going to let you head off now. Thank you. Right, Jenny, everybody. Thank you, Jenny. All right. So, either this evening, you can end his evening here on a happy note and let him go back to his flat, where Dave will give him a £10,000 cash prize. Or he doesn't win the prize and you keep things going and have him kidnapped by a van load of thugs and taken to a disused warehouse. Voiceover man, the options, please.
Will you choose option A, let him go home and win a cash prize, or option B, he gets kidnapped?
Audience, it's time for you to take remote control. Cast your votes now. Now, before we find out their latest decision, we're going to go back to Chris's flat, where one of our producers, Dave, has been poking around all night. Dave, Chris has no idea that you've been there all night, has he?
No, he has no idea.
Excellent. So let's take this to the next level and go through to the bedroom. Those are words that Dave has never heard before in his life.
Let's have a look. Nice big bed. Let's try this one out.
Hang on, they're shouting out suggestions. What was that? Underwear drawer, they're saying. Underwear drawer.
Underwear drawers? Where's that going to be?
What do you want him to do with the underwear drawer?
Oh, look. What was that?
They said put it on. Don't put it on, don't put it on. What else have we got in the room? Show us around the room. What else is in the room?
What else have we got? We've got his wardrobe with the looks. Special taste in clothes.
Hang on, they want you to look in the bedside table. Lady was shouting out bedside table.
Here, this one. We've got...
Oh, this could be...
Well, let's have a look.
Do you want to his sheets? Sniff his sheets.
What am I doing? I can't hear what I'm doing.
Sniff his sheets.
Sniff his feet.
Sheets. Sniff his sheets.
Lick his sheet.
Sniff his sheets. Oh, that's all right. That's
More hair.
Just trash his room.
This one.
Trash his room.
That's
They're saying trash the room, okay? Show us the room, show us around the room. Show us what we got in the room. We haven't seen the room. What else has he got?
What else have we got? We've got TV, Xbox, his wardrobe, baseball bat.
What was that?
Weird bin.
Smash his telly. Smash it. Hang on. Can we smash his telly? I don't know if we can smash his telly. Do we want to smash his telly? They want you to smash the telly, Dave.
It's a good thing I brought these.
All right. Dave had with him, yeah, we thought you might say something like this. Dave does have with him some goggles and gloves in case this became destructive, as we thought it may do.
Then, I think we should do this. Can I get a countdown? Can I get a countdown?
3, 2, 1.
Go on! We are getting word from the police. We are told our fake policemen are getting close to dropping Chris off near his flat. So it's time to announce the results of our latest vote. Remember, it was a choice between Chris coming home and winning a £10,000 cash prize, which you have, Dave. Do you have the money? Do you have the £10,000?
Yes.
Dave, show us the money. Quick. That's it. That's the prize. Or being kidnapped by a van load of thugs. We have the votes. The votes have been counted, and you, the majority, have voted for the kidnap. So let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. All right, so you are on, kidnappers. You need to go in and kidnap Chris when he gets out the police van. So this is not far from Chris's house. They are very close. I'm being told they're very, very close. Not that I'm being told about 10 seconds away. This is live now as you're watching at home. Here they come, here they come. We have a disused warehouse at the ready. It has not been his night. It's about to get worse. Oh. So they've let him off with a caution. We had some people call the police and say that they got an emergency call out. So they've let him off. Here come the kidnappers. Hang on a second. Hang on, can we hold it? Can we lose? Oh, sorry. I can't hear. There's too many of you talking.
We're just waiting to find out. Honestly, we're just waiting to find out. As soon as we know anything, I'll probably find out.
Why is that nothing? Inappropriate.
Okay, so this show that you've seen is part of 4 1-hours called The Experiment. And tonight's experiment is about something called de-individuation, which is what happens when people become anonymous and the sort of behaviour that it brings out. Now, people watching this at home will have heard me say that everything that we're going to see in the next 50 minutes was unfaked. That was true. But that 50 minutes was up 3 minutes ago, which was when we cut to the kidnap scene. And from that moment, we're actually playing pre-recorded footage, so Chris didn't get run over. It was our stuntman, Will. And we treated this film to make it look like it was happening this evening, even though it was actually shot during the daytime. And we already brought 2 identical shirts, one for a stuntman and one which we got Chris's girlfriend to give to Chris and make sure that he wore it tonight.
Okay, cut. Play it back.
You all right, mate? Good.
So our stuntman was unharmed, and Chris, of course, is absolutely fine. And what actually happened to him earlier on was that he was dropped back at his flat, where he found a brand new replacement TV waiting for him and a letter from me explaining what's been happening to him tonight. You, the audience, have been the real subjects of tonight's show. We gave you the masks so you could feel anonymous and just a part of a crowd. And as the evening progressed, you became less and less like individuals and more like a mob. You were affecting a real person, even to the point where you were happy for him to think he'd lost his job and were cheering for his property to be destroyed. You all genuinely voted. Each time, the majority gave us the negative decision. Each time, we always had a positive decision there, and the positive decision was always ready to run, but you genuinely, each time, voted for those situations to get worse and worse, which is something we all do. It's something we're all capable of. We've all been guilty of this mob mentality at some point in our lives. And this experiment has been to show how easily it can happen. Thank you, and good night. Evening.
All right.
Anybody up for a little bit of mind reading?
Yes.
Yes? What's your name?
Christian.
Again?
Christian.
Christian. Come around here for me. Christian, nice to meet you, Christian. Okay, do this for me. Think of a tune. I want you to get a tune in your head. And I want you to make it a tune that's well-known, that people would know about if they heard it, all right? I'm going to ask you to play it in your head, nothing out loud, but sort of whistle it or hum it to yourself. But just make sure it's a well-known one. It can be, you know, modern or old, doesn't matter, but just get something and just start. Don't sing it, just in your head, just silently. Okay, so now I know it's got words to it. So you see, everything you're saying is giving me clues. So try not to give me too many clues, but just get it in your head. Have you got something? Slow down a little bit, perhaps a little bit slower than it would normally play, and just start to run that through in your head, okay? So it's got words to it, we know that. So it could be like a nursery rhyme, or it could be a pop song, or it could... Okay, so it's a modern song then, all right? Just keep looking at me, and just play the song in your head over and over again. There's a slightly stringy feel to it. Would that be right? Yeah. I imagine if it's a pop song, it's probably like with maybe a guitar and strings mainly. It's not a big band sound, but it is a band. So it's a band song. It starts off na-na like that, yeah? Something ba-da-da, is something like that? Keep looking at me. Right, now just turn up the volume in your mind. Turn it up so you make it louder, louder and louder. So you can almost hear it for real. Is it the verb?
I believe it is Rich Ashcroft.
Is it
the verb? Yeah.
Is it the drugs don't work by the verb?
I know he's evil, and I know that he's pure. I could see in his eyes that I was simply a baby lamb to the wolf. I could tell that this was going to end badly for me, and it did.
I'm not evil. I just sometimes go to great lengths to make these things happen. Good. Let's rewind back through Christian's day before he went to the pub.
Well, if we can get back in, if we can. I don't think so. No, I think she's that purely as a...
Is that like a
group work?
That's actually quite good if we do a few unloads and loads. And in the actual new office, it all piles in and sets up and sets up.
So that's one way of getting an idea into someone's head, and tonight's experiment is all about spreading an idea. Tonight's experiment is about what makes us lucky. Why do some people live lucky lives and others experience constant misfortune? What is this mysterious force, and can it be harnessed? Well, the subject of tonight's investigation is not an individual, but an entire town. This is Todmorden, a friendly town in West Yorkshire, and for the last 3 months it's been the location of a large-scale experiment to find out how we can make ourselves more lucky. An experiment that will end with one resident putting their life savings on the roll of a dice.
Thank you very much. Before we get on to our main event this afternoon, and the reason why you're all here, I would like to tell you a brief story. And it's a bit of a confession in a way, so I'm slightly nervous doing this, so bear with me. And it's a story that started about 3 months ago, and it finishes today. It finishes right here, now. The story begins with a statue of a dog in Todmorden Centrevale Park. The statue's been there for years, though most locals probably wouldn't even know it was there. The statue is about to become the subject of a rumour, and a rumour that will be planted with just one simple question: have you heard about the lucky statue? Now, I don't want people connecting this with me, so I've enlisted the help of journalist Dawn Porter to arrive in Todmorden with a camera crew under the guise of a TV documentary to ask the question for me. And I'll give myself 3 months to see how the idea spreads. And if it takes hold, I will come back to Todmorden when those 3 months are up and confess.
We're making a documentary for Channel 4 about luck. Luck. Have you heard about the lucky statue?
I don't know anything about it.
Never even heard about it, love. I didn't know anything about that.
Well, I don't really believe in no.
You don't believe in luck?
No, not really.
You haven't heard of anyone that's used the statue?
I can't even imagine that statue.
Would you stroke it?
I would do, because I need some good luck.
Are you not a lucky person?
Not at all.
Have you heard anything about a lucky dog?
Simply by asking the question, I was hoping that Dawn would sow the seeds of the rumour, and after a few weeks I would see if people were beginning to believe in the power of the lucky dog.
And you too, take care, bye-bye. I feel like I'm going to leave here and there'll be lots of chats over dinner tables tonight about, have you heard about the lucky dog? So I feel pretty satisfied. I think I've done what I came to do.
To get concrete evidence whether people were beginning to take the lucky dog seriously, we rigged a hidden camera opposite the statue. If there was any activity around the lucky dog, night or day, the camera would pick it up. One of the reasons I chose Todmorden is because it's a town that thrives on local mythology, tales of the supernatural and constant rumours.
A lot of people know everybody else's business.
There's a lot of stuff weird in Todmorden, I'll tell you.
We've had herds of cows appear on Todmorden Park for no reason.
All tales about witches and all sorts.
Well, I think there's been a couple of murders.
A guy was found unclothed and dead on the railway station car park.
Well, there's been sightings and people took up into alien ships.
It's also the largest area for lesbians in the country.
I asked Dawn to choose 7 residents and tell them she wanted to film them to see if touching the dog would affect their luck. And again, they don't know that I'm involved. The group consisted of Mike, who runs the toy shop.
I've always liked the number 13. I bought this property that was number 13, and everything about it has just been good news.
And Wayne the butcher, who considered himself to be unlucky.
I'm jinxed. Is that the word?
Gemma from the vintage fashion shop.
I always look on the bright side. If you feel happy, like, obviously your body feels happy. So, you know, it keeps you well.
And Beryl, who owns the vintage shop.
I think it'd be wonderful if it worked.
Sally, a local artist.
Rather than think, oh, what's going to go right or what's going to be great today, I think, oh, what's going to go wrong.
Gina, who owns the hair salon.
Lovely, it's very soft.
And Tony, who's pagan.
I have a beautiful wife. I have food in my cupboards. Yeah, I'm lucky. Cheerio, old fella.
The seed was sown, and over the next couple of weeks I wanted to see if it would take hold and become part of the town's mythology, and in particular what effect it would have on our 7 residents. And it will be one of these 7 who 3 months from now will put their life savings on the roll of a dice. I'm in Todmorden on the Yorkshire-Lancashire border, which for the last 3 months has been the subject of my experiment into what luck is and why some people attract luck and others seem to experience only misfortune. So I needed an emissary, and I enlisted the help of TV journalist Dawn Porter to play that role. She began by asking people if they'd heard about the lucky dog, and then a few weeks later came back to see if the idea had taken hold.
A dog? No, as I say, I've been here a long time, but not heard that one.
Well, I've heard a few people say something. Is somebody win the lottery or something?
It's not a big thing that people talk about or make the way to go and do.
My grandma told me about a lucky dog a long, long time ago. And that's all I know, really, to be honest.
OK, in Centrevale Park?
In Centrevale Park, yeah.
Apparently, if you stroke it, you get winning lottery tickets.
That's ridiculous.
There's supposedly a lucky dog in the park, statue of a dog.
So the legend of the lucky dog was slowly beginning to enter the town's consciousness. Our hidden camera showed a trickle of people coming to visit the statue, but I wanted to find out if it was having any real impact. So I asked Dawn to go back and visit the 7 residents she chose who don't know that the lucky dog story is made up. Had they reported any tales of luck since Dawn's last visit? Mike from Todmorden's Toy Museum was first on Dawn's itinerary.
So has anything happened since you stroked the lucky dog?
Last week, this is straight after I stroked the dog, the first thing that came in the shop was an elderly lady that couldn't see me sitting down. She said, "Is there anybody there?" And plonked this black bag on the counter. And when I looked inside it, it was a 1950s Triangle Theatre. Quite incredible, you know, to get something so unique straight afterwards.
Just plonked on your desk one day. So would you go as far as to say that the good luck that's come your way recently is because you patted the lucky dog?
Who knows? I mean, it would seem so, wouldn't it? I say I'm not particularly superstitious, but there is something a bit special about that dog being there.
The artist Sally also had some welcome news.
Well, I've had a few lottery wins. I'd never win the lottery. But the best thing is, when I saw everybody the first time and I struck the lucky dog, I was applying for a job. And today I had the interview and I got the job.
No!
Yeah,
Oh,
so
that's
how lucky is that?
fantastic. Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, I feel really privileged to have the job.
Tony the pagan had found that new work opportunities had opened up for him.
So I gave the dog a pat, I gave it a stroke, and I started making these. It's a druidic ceremony staff. What they'd use them for is some form of pagan ceremony. You know, it calls. You can use it to call the ancestors. You can use it to point.
Dawn then went to see Beryl, who also had some lucky news for us.
You only patted the dog yesterday?
Wednesday.
Wednesday?
Yeah.
And you've already won tenner on the lottery?
Yeah, I won it that night.
And at the same time as getting a trim, she popped in to see Gina.
To my amazement, I won on what's called a bonus ball, and I won £48. It makes you think that, you know, who knows, there could be something with that dog in there.
2 people with contrasting attitudes to luck are Gemma, the fashion student, and Wayne, the butcher. Wayne perceives himself as being very unlucky.
Luck? If it weren't for bad luck, I wouldn't have any. What have I done? I was driving down the road, my windows were down, and someone shot me with an air rifle and right inside at nose. I lit a gas cooker, that blew up. Oven doors blew open. What else? Oh, I went to help father with his sheep and catch one, and that ran me over and broke my hand. Lucky me, very. But as for lucky in family, it's my brother, Sean, that's usually does most of the winning on everything. How much did you win at Legion on cards? 700. All right, £660 on that one. Irish Lottery's won twice, that's £500 odd both times. So, what will be, will be.
What will be, will be. Wayne has a fatalistic attitude. Is that what makes him unlucky? It's a very different attitude from that of Gemma, the window dresser.
I definitely want to do something with visual merchandising, which is like merchandising a full store. The place where I'd love to work at is probably Harvey Nichols, really, because of the artistic windows they do. If an opportunity came up, I'd definitely grab it if I could. You know, say someone said, oh, if something were going on in London to do with fashion, I'd go down there straight away and, I'd drop everything.
So Gemma and Wayne have opposing attitudes to life and luck.
Bad fortune for me. No, it's been a quiet week. Good fortune for my brother, because he just won another £150 on the lottery. There you go.
But I wanted to put this to the test and find out if Wayne is simply missing opportunities. So we set up a little experiment. First, a fake scratch card made up by us.
It's 7:40 in the morning, very early. Wayne the butcher arrives at his butcher shop at 8 o'clock, and Derren has asked me to drop this scratch card in the door before he gets there, with a bundle of other leaflets. Idea being, he'll either look at it and discard it, or look at it and scratch it, and if he does, then he's going to win a telly. That was actually quite terrifying. I felt like I was being really, really naughty.
Did Wayne grab this opportunity? We went back the following week to find out.
Did you pat the dog?
I patted the dog, yes.
Anything lucky happened?
Nothing at all.
Nothing lucky?
Nothing lucky to me.
Because Wayne had never won anything before, he thought he never would, so he ignored the scratch card and missed out on a free TV. We thought we'd be bolder, so we set up another potentially lucky opportunity for Wayne to see if he'd take it.
Hi there. Have you got a minute? I'd like you to take part in some market research. It's literally just one question, if you can take part. Can you name me 5 cuts of beef?
Yeah, of course I can. Top side, silver side.
Silver side.
Knuckle.
Knuckle.
Sirloins.
Sirloin.
Chuck tender.
Chuck tender. Cool. Well, thank you for taking part, and because you got them all right, I'm going to give you a little bit of money. About 20 quid.
Oh, no, you're right.
No, it's for you.
But why?
It's just, because you got them all right, and it's 20 quid.
Are you sure?
Absolutely, no strings attached.
Go on, then.
There we go. 20 quid.
Yeah, go on, then.
So thank you very much for taking part, and that's for you.
Thank you very much.
Have a nice day.
Cheers.
Bye-bye. Excuse me, sir. Have you got a minute? I'm doing some market research. I was wondering if you could help me with it.
I'll come back in about 5. Is it all right? You're there till dinner?
5 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
OK, then.
Thank you.
Frustratingly, Wayne didn't come back in 5 minutes. But I wasn't giving up. I was determined to make him see an opportunity, so this time we placed a £50 note right in Wayne's path. Surely there's no way he could miss it. But he just couldn't see what was right in front of him. Whilst Wayne was still missing opportunities, our secret camera showed an increase in the number of people touching the dog, including a couple of people who seemed to be rubbing their lottery tickets on its head. I wanted to see whether this was having a measurable impact on people's luck, so I got Dawn to get together the people who believed in the luck of the dog and invited them on a day trip to Blackpool to test their luck on the arcade games. Of course, I asked Dawn to get them to touch the dog first. Along for the ride was Sally, the artist, Gemma, the window dresser, Beryl, the vintage shop owner, and Gina, the hairdresser. I went along myself to observe them playing. Wearing my standard minor celebrity disguise, I was able to mingle with them to see what happened without them knowing I was there. I expected to see them win an average amount but just feel they were luckier, but they did actually win more.
Oh, good!
Somehow, their belief in the lucky dog was creating a state of mind that was making them win. They were playing for longer and concentrating more. The results to me were astonishing. This may prove to be a good thing, because back in Todmorden, it won't be long before someone puts their life savings on the roll of a dice. Tonight's show is about what makes us lucky, and I wanted to test this idea that the difference between lucky and unlucky people is simply to what extent they embrace opportunities in life. So I asked Jason Manford, the comedian who lives nearby, to help me do this, and we put two publicans to the test. So this is an experiment to see whether the only difference between lucky and unlucky people really is just how they respond to opportunities, and the same opportunities that we all have in life. So we're going to set up an opportunity, and we have two landlords who we're going to do interviews with separately and then send them off walking down the same road past you. And they'll be presented with the same opportunity, which is you with a flat tyre in the road, and they will have the opportunity to come and help you. And of course, if they do, if either of them do, they will be lucky because they'll be rewarded with your offer as a way of thanking them for helping them, of doing a gig at their pub, whichever one of these two pubs essentially comes to help you.
All right.
So this all makes sense to you, and you're happy to do that?
That's gone in, I think so.
I think it'll be. I think it should be fun. So we're going to break you down, or at least give you a flat tyre on the streets of Todd. Thank you very much for this.
Right.
Let's get the car over.
Right, so
and send you off.
Let's do it. Let's hope one of them accepts the gig.
Yeah, if not, it'll just be humiliating for everyone. Cheers. Bye-bye.
See you later.
In order for our publicans to have the dog fresh in their minds, I asked Dawn to meet them by the statue and ask them a few questions to gauge their attitude to chance. Our first landlord was Damon, who doesn't really see himself as lucky.
It just does make you wonder what it is about petting the dog that makes good things come your way.
I think if it's positive energy going down that mystical road, then a lot of people give credence to that, don't they? But yeah, but,
do you?
I'm on the edge of that, shall we say.
So Damon didn't quite embrace the idea of luck, but at the same time he didn't dismiss it. Jason and a member of our team who was playing his assistant were in position with a flat tyre, and I found a safe spot so that I could watch the events unfold.
Just let me know then.
I've got him inside, I can see him. Excuse me, you don't know how to fix a tyre, do you, on a car? I've got a slow puncture and I've no idea how to
There's a garage just round that corner.
It's my first day on this job and I'm really
Right.
kind of stressed out that...
Unfortunately, I've got a business to open. But if you honestly go around the corner, there's Central Garage.
Do you know which tyre is it? Was it that back one? I've no idea. I don't know anything about... Hi, mate.
All right.
I know nothing about cars.
Why, really?
Do you not?
Go around the corner, there's a garage.
Oh, is there? Sure, let's have a look.
You can see it, Central Garage.
Right.
We'll sort you out there.
OK, thanks, mate. Cheers.
Damon had failed to take the bait. Our second publican was Sue.
Do you think you're a lucky person?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. I'm not... I don't have much bad luck.
So we put that to the test.
It's my first day on a new job. I've had a puncture and I just need a hand blowing the tyre back. Well, it's on this tyre here.
Yeah. I'll ring you back. What's
OK.
happening then?
Hiya. I will get you... I can get you somebody straight away
Can you?
who knows more about cars than I do.
thank you.
Hang
That'd
on
be
one
magic.
second.
Even though Sue didn't know how to fix it, she took the opportunity to go and find someone who did.
Should be all right.
Here you go,
What
my
time is it?
darling. This gentleman knows all about
Oh,
things.
The
what
man
a
on the
legend.
phone said it was really
Okay,
straightforward.
all right,
Thank
lovely.
God for that.
You're all right.
Oh.
Well, if you're ever passing through, I've got a pub up road.
Oh, have you?
Call
What's
in
that?
and have a pie.
What's it called?
Jack's house.
Jack's
House.
house.
Yeah.
Well, if there's anything I can do at your pub or anything, we'll pop round.
You're more than welcome to come in for a
Yeah?
pint, darling. You won't get oined or anything like
No.
that. Promise you.
Sounds like a nice place.
You won't have me to deal with. Okay.
Do you do comedy in your pub?
Hey, you should do it.
We do. We run a comedy night.
I'll come and do one at your pub.
Are you joking?
I'll do one for you. It's only up the road. Well, you've helped us out today.
Do you really mean that?
I'd love to. Well, I do a lot of them.
Sue couldn't believe her luck when Jason offered to perform in her pub.
You need a little nice...
All right, miss, see you later.
All right, Sue.
Bye-bye, love.
So we done it?
Yeah.
That was easy enough, wasn't it?
And the news that he was doing a free gig didn't take long to spread.
Jimmy Carr tweeted about it, as did Matt Lucas and as did John Bishop. And Twitter has gone absolutely berserk over the fact that Jason's doing this gig here tonight.
Jason announced it on his Facebook page, and in seconds, hundreds of people said they would go. The local radio station also picked it up.
Jason Manford is in West Yorkshire tonight doing a special one-off free gig, Todmorden at Jack's house.
There's a dog that's apparently, look, it's a statue of a dog. Apparently you pat the head or you stroke the dog or whatever, and something lucky or good happens to you. Jason! Ladies and gentlemen, Jason Manford!
Hey mate, how are you?
There's people at the window as well, Jesus. I feel like I'm in Shaun of the Dead.
Sue's pub had never been so packed. People were squeezing into every available space. And after Jason's 40-minute set was over, customers had to help her serve the hundreds of people wanting drinks. Sue had taken an opportunity that had a built-in luck factor, something she didn't realise at the time. But by being open and embracing the opportunity, she created her own good fortune. Sue and Damon had the same chances to maximise their luck. Same opportunities, different lives. We went back to meet unlucky butcher Wayne, for whom I'd been constantly setting up opportunities that would make him feel lucky if only he'd take them. So far, he hadn't noticed any of them, so next time I opted for something a little less subtle. On the pretext of filming an interview, Dawn's crew arranged to meet Wayne at his father's farm. Did Wayne see it? If he did, he chose to ignore it. Undeterred, we kept following him.
Was that for me? Wayne, call this number.
Thank you for calling. If your name is Wayne, please leave a message and someone will get back to you as soon as possible.
Hello, my name's Wayne Stansfield. I'm a butcher in Todmorden. If you want to get back to me, the phone number is 01.
Finally, Wayne's seen an opportunity and acted on it. However, his reward is going to be a mixed blessing.
Thank you.
Been in Todmorden for 6 weeks now, and finally the story has taken hold and we're on the front page of the Todmorden News.
It's just one of those things that seem to have snowballed and taken everybody with it.
People chatting in the market about it, on the local online forum.
It's said if you go pat it on its head, it brings you luck. Oh, it's been going on for years as this.
But it's bringing people to the town now. People are coming here to see the dog.
Yes, I did pat the dog on Tuesday.
I'll go back and pat the dog again, see what more luck it brings me.
So I'm just checking in to see if anything happened.
No good luck. I've had bad luck. My pipes have bust at home and made a mess of the front room.
Word was continuing to spread outside of Todmorden, and a journalist from the Halifax Courier arrived to interview the locals.
And had you ever heard of this local legend before?
No.
And would you say you've had luck since you've
Yes,
touched it?
definitely.
Watching the belief in the dog spread, I was fascinated to hear what a psychic would make of it. So Dawn asked Sally Morgan if she'd like to come along and give her views.
And you feel energies here?
Oh. As soon as I got out of the car. This, if lucky, can get people to focus their mind in a certain way that creates, I believe, this positive energy, then great. We want lucky here. The person that loved him, I think that spirit is here. Lucky happens to be sitting right smack bang in the middle of this vortex, you could say, of energy.
I've had a real streak of good luck, personally, and in my work environment as well.
The local radio station interviewed Dawn about the lucky dog, and during the show, several people called in about the luck they'd had since touching the statue, including Mike, the toy shop owner.
The first time, I wished for my wife to be well so she could go on holiday. And she got well and drove herself to Scarborough and had a wonderful holiday and came back okay.
Amazing.
To bring you completely up to date, I had my accountant's bill, which I couldn't afford to pay. It's £384. and I made £400 in a week, which
Oh,
is the most. That is the most I have ever made in a week. Almost to the point of feeling a bit uncomfortable about it.
My dad's going in hospital tomorrow, and I'm going to cry now.
No,
Stop it.
no.
He's going for an operation tomorrow, and we thought, go and stroke the dog. It'll all help.
I didn't want anyone to get hurt as a result of my experiment, so as the 3 months were up, I knew what I had to do next.
Hi, Derren.
Hello. It's really beautiful, isn't it?
It is beautiful from up here. So I've spent quite a lot of time here now.
I think it's probably time for me to take over the reins.
I think so.
It feels like the story has really grown now and become really something beyond our immediate control.
Yeah, it has. I mean, to think that I got here however many weeks ago, and now this rumour has taken on a life of its own, and it's just escalated into something quite big.
It is tricky, isn't it? So I remember Mike, the guy that rang you up when you were on the radio show.
Yeah.
You know, he's really taken something from this, and it's difficult with that to think, if I explain to him what's really been going on, will that take away from him? Will he turn a very positive thing into just feeling duped, which would be a real shame? Will he start to feel his luck's now undone, and then will that change his experience? And it's just difficult, isn't it? It's a tricky thing that I've got to go and do. All right, I think it's probably time for me to go and introduce myself.
Good luck.
Thank you very much. Thank you for everything.
No problem. Bye.
Right, bye-bye. Bye, Dawn. So, quietly one morning, I arrived in Todmorden, and the first thing I knew I had to do was visit Wayne, the butcher. So I'm going to go in and talk to Wayne, there he is, and show him what we've been up to over the last couple of weeks. I wanted to show Wayne that his bad luck was really just about missed opportunities, and that things could have been very different if he'd been more open. Look at this. So you called the number?
I did.
That was me.
Was that you?
That was me. Dawn said that you considered yourself to be quite unlucky.
Well, yes.
So, with Dawn's help, I got her to just set a few things up with you, and I want to show you tiny little bits that we filmed that you're not aware of. Because, so, if you hadn't called the number, you wouldn't be doing this now, but you did call the number, and it took a great big truck for you to finally
it was a big truck,
notice this. I jogged his memory about the scratch card.
And Derren has asked me to drop this scratch card in the door.
So it was a fake scratch card made up. If you scratched it, you'd have won a TV. The market researcher. If you'd have stayed, this is what the market research was.
Can you name 5 cuts of beef?
That would have been it.
Okay, because you've done all 5, absolutely no strings attached. That's for you.
So we did that all day. After that, we put £50 on the floor. We thought, you're not going to miss that.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So look. I explained to Wayne that I felt the difference between being a lucky person or an unlucky person is just about taking opportunities that can lead on to something else, and that we make our own luck. So look, I hope I've got a little bit of blood in me. Thank you very much, Wayne.
No
very
problem.
nice to meet you.
Well, I know people miss things, but I didn't think I'd miss so many. But like you say, if they come up again, I'll give them a look in at.
Now I needed to find out once and for all if we really had, bizarrely, created a lucky dog. So in the spirit of open-minded inquiry, I decided to put the dog to the test. And I wanted the townsfolk to suggest what form this test should take. So I'm in Todmorden Cricket Club, about to meet with some of the villagers, and of course it's the villagers that we've been filming as part of this documentary, although they don't know that that's anything to do with me. And I want to talk to them about whether there's some way we can test the dog. Hello.
I'm Beryl.
Beryl, nice to meet you, Beryl.
Mike.
It was lovely to meet the people I'd been watching for so long. I felt like I already knew some of them, and they were full of ideas as to how to put the luck theory to the test.
A casino or dice or type thing if it's inside the town hall.
It could be.
Your roulette wheel type red and black thing.
Mm-hmm.
So you're 50 odds each time.
Dice, it's simple.
What's good about a dice is that it's 1 in 6, so you're unlikely to win, as opposed to a red or black or 50-50 or a toss of a coin, when you just know that, well, half the time they're going to win anyway, so you really want to do it a few times to see whether they're really getting lucky or not. In terms of a bit of suspense and a bit of drama, I think the dice idea might be best, and I think somebody or the villagers or one person putting money on the roll of a dice just to me, feels like it could be really, really good fun and have a lot of drama to it. All right. Okay, so we all happy with this as a plan?
Yeah.
Yeah. I will see you on Sunday in the town hall, and we'll have some fun. Thank you. Thank you. See you all soon. Bye-bye, bye-bye. My arrival in Todmorden attracted the local media, and I found myself having to give some careful answers to their questions.
So can you tell us briefly a little bit about why you're in Todmorden, how you heard about our lucky dog?
Yes, well, I read about it on Twitter, first of all.
You specialise in fooling people by illusions and so on. Is this an illusion or not?
I don't know. We'll find out. News of the dice roll at the town hall tomorrow had created a real buzz in Todmorden.
It's just hotted up in town because since yesterday there's been a poster here, a poster there, a little ballot box for putting forms in.
I've placed ballot boxes all over town, and the person who bids the most will gamble that amount on the roll of a dice. If their chosen number comes up, they'll walk away with 6 times their bid. If not, they lose everything. And I've asked the residents to build a perspex chute through which the dice will be rolled for added drama.
Well, most people are really excited. Some people are coming over from Cheshire. And I believe there's various bets from £5 to 100.
Myself, I ventured £10, and unknown to my wife, she's ventured £5.
I have entered. Well, actually, I put £500 on it.
And all the regulars are very excited about it. We're quite busy down there. Everybody intends to be there.
3 months ago, I started a rumour in Todmorden that patting a statue of a dog in the local park was lucky. Now those 3 months are up, and one resident is about to bet a lot of money on the roll of a dice, hoping that the dog will bring them luck. But before the bet is placed, I'm going to have to tell that person and the rest of the town that the dog they're relying on has no powers, and I made the whole thing up.
Thank you very much.
So a few months ago, I thought I would try an experiment, and I thought I would start a rumour. I would start a rumour, like those rumours of miracle weeping statues and those kind of things that you hear about, and healing springs. I thought I'd start something like that, but a positive one, you know, a nice one. So I asked Dawn Porter to go into a small town and spread a rumour. And she was to ask one question, and the one question was, have you heard about the lucky dog? See how this story would turn out. And what was interesting is that what we started to hear of were lucky stories. People were feeling their luck change. So we set up a test. We thought we'll take somebody who's lucky, and Sue absolutely described herself as lucky, and then we'll have a control subject, somebody else to try the test on, and that was Damon. And the test was this. I called up Jason Manford. And the test was very simple. They would both be given the same opportunity, which was to help out. So we started setting up some things for Wayne. Now, Wayne knows this. I've shown him footage of what we did. And in the end, it took a great big truck with a big A board on it just saying, Wayne! Call this number! And a phone number for him to call. It is now Sunday afternoon, and we're here in the town hall, and we're going to test the lucky dog. I thought I was going to be here apologising to you and explaining that the dog isn't lucky. But I think it's actually a little more complicated than that now, and I think in a weird way, we have sort of inadvertently created a lucky dog. But you have to sort of take it, it's important you take it with a certain perspective, because you can't rely on it. There's nothing magical about it. But what does seem to happen is that if you embrace the idea of it, that you touch it, you pat the dog, and maybe if something changes in you, then you start to approach maybe life a little bit differently. And to me, it's always far more interesting and worthwhile and fascinating and rich and resonant and beautiful when it's about us as human beings and not some made-up superstition. So that's what I think. For the last few days, a lot of you have been filling out ballot forms. I said I would take one of you and have you bet on the roll of a dice. A lot of you were putting in £2, £3, £5, £10 even, which was great, and many of you were doing that. And then I came across this. £1,000. After the £1,000 are the words, my life savings. That person, and I can't tell you how much this moved me when I read it, is Wayne. First of all, I just want to check this is genuine. So what happened?
The opportunities I've missed off the video you showed me, I thought, well, this is an opportunity, go for it.
It's a 1 in 6 chance. In other words, if you put in the £1,000, you will get, and you win, you'll get the £1,000 back and then £5,000 from me, turning your 1,000 savings into 6,000. You understand that?
I understand.
And you're happy with that?
I am.
Is this Lisa? Is this your wife?
Yes. She didn't know.
Where are you with this? Are you okay with this, Lisa?
Yes.
Well, in that case, get yourself up here, Wayne. Let's give Wayne a hand. Can I see the money, please? It's £1,000. Okay. If you lose, if your number doesn't come up, I'm not going to keep this myself. It'll be split between 2 charities that I support: the National Parrot Zoo up in Skegness and and the Green Room Project, which is a project in London getting troubled kids back to school. Those are 2 charities that I'm the patron of. On the 1 in 6 chance that your number comes up, this is £5,000, which will be added to your 1,000, making 6,000 in total. That's the money. Now, Mike has the dice. It's come from Mike's toy shop museum. He's provided the dice himself. Thank you very much. Do you have it on you? Excellent. Thank you very much indeed. There you go, Wayne.
Good luck, Wayne.
Come over here for me. We now need the lucky number. So I'm not going to choose that myself. I would like you to do that for us. So if you can all think of a number between 1 and 6, and then we're going to take a vote. Put your hands up if you thought of number 1. Hardly any of you. Put your hands up if you thought of number 2. A few more. Number 3. A few more. Number 4. Wow. Okay. Right. Okay, can we beat that? Number 5. 6. The audience has spoken. You happy to go with number 4?
Number 4's there.
All right. The number 4 is our lucky number. We now reveal to you, as assembled this morning by some residents of Todmorden, the Lucky Dog Dice Shoot. Right.
I'll never get down that.
Now, you can probably just work out how this works. There's a bowl here at the end. The dice goes in the top, and it rolls all the way down and comes out into the bowl. Now, before we do this, Lisa, Wayne's wife, can you come up as well? I'm going to need you to give us a hand too. Let's give Lisa a hand too to come up. Wayne's daughter's here as well. We'll get the whole family up. Thank you very much. We want to bring these step ladders around. So if you want to grab that side of it there. No, don't you dare. All right, I'm going to come around here. Okay. One more question for you, Wayne. Starting with this next roll, which will take us the first roll, you've chosen the number 4. Do you want it to be on the first roll, the second roll, the third roll, or the fourth roll?
The third roll.
The third roll, okay. So on the third roll, we are hoping that it will come up as a number 4. Are we clear on that? Yeah? Okay, Wayne, get ready. Lisa, if you can call out the number. Drop. That's a 2. Pass it back across. This is the second of 3 rolls. Ready? Drop. It's a 6. Now, Wayne, what you've done here today is stood up in front of the town and taken what I'm guessing is probably the most nerve-wracking opportunity and probably the biggest risk you've taken in your life, or pretty much way up there, yes?
Oh, it's one of the biggest.
A few weeks ago, you wouldn't have done this, and the fact that you've made this change, that's what's important, regardless of what happens down here.
True.
All right? Okay. Then with that in mind, with your life savings on the roll of this dice, and we want a 4. In fact, let's have a countdown. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, drop! Take the dice, hang on to it, please. Take it, Wayne. There's your £1,000 back.
There's your 20 you lent me.
2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, £6,000, Wayne, and keep the lucky dice, and... I don't know what to say, but it's fireworks at 8 o'clock in Centrevale Park, so bring your friends. Thank you for coming.
Everything's been so fantastic with what's happened with this story.
I've no disappointment. I think it was brilliant.
Who knows? 50, 60 years down the line, it may still be a lucky dog.
Yeah, it were a good thing, even though it were not real. Good things came out of it.
I must admit, I've changed. When opportunities come along now, I'm going to take them opportunities. That's the difference.